over Christmas, but it turned out that they didn't. So, yeah, I guess with them, sometimes they're like into getting their nails done, and then sometimes they're not. I mean, they're 6 and 4, so of course they're gonna keep changing their minds. But hopefully they'll want their nails done again, because it's my pleasure to do their nails. So if they don't want their nails done anymore, I'm gonna be really sad. But you know what? It is what it is. So we will be happy as long as they're happy. So if they don't want to do their nails anymore, it's okay. Auntie will live. But yeah, I enjoy doing their nails. Granted, so Color Street is not really made for use on children's hands, because I guess children have oilier nail beds than adults, and some adults also have oily nail beds where Color Street won't adhere properly to their nails, which I found that using orally bonder sometimes help with those that have oily nails. Yeah. So anyways, I really like doing their nails, but if they don't want their nails done, it's okay. Not the end of the world. We can do other things. Like I said, I'm planning to do some art projects with them in the new year. So that should be fun. If you guys have any ideas for art projects for kids that are between the ages of 4 to like 6, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to come up with new ideas for things to do with them. Right now, they really like drawing and they like coloring. So I've been bringing over, paper for them to draw and color on. And sometimes we'll do little art projects, like for Thanksgiving, we had done the hand turkeys. If you don't know what a hand turkey is, you basically place your hand and trace it on a piece of paper, and then you color it in like it's a turkey. So those are fun. But would love some ideas for the new year. Like, when you guys think of New Year, like, what do you guys think of? I'm thinking, like, even though Christmas is over, like, and California doesn't have snow, really, a lot of the other states are experiencing a lot of snow. So I'm wondering if maybe, like, a snowman? Or is our snowman pretty much, like, too Christmassy? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking they can cut out, round circles and make themselves a snowman once we get those googly eyes in. But yeah, I'm not sure what else screams January. Maybe some penguins? Penguins are always fun. Especially because, the new year, we think about gold and black and white. So penguins are that black and white. Or even pandas. Pandas are black and white. So quite possibly can do pandas with them, perhaps. That might work too. And I don't know. If you guys have ideas, that would be great. But sorry for the background noise. I'm filming this at home, and sometimes there will be people walking back and forth in the background, creaking doors, phones ringing. It's all good. Alright, so now that I got that black tip down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this overlay down. So I'm going to use that. Do I use the one that's half, or do I use the one that's full? half or full? I think I'm going to use the full one. If I use the full one, yeah, pretty sure I'm going to use the full one. Let's use the full one. Alright, so then they'll both match like that. So this video is going to end up being long. I just know it. Whenever I do a mixed mani, it ends up being like uber long. So I don't know how many parts it's going to end up being, but it's definitely going to be at least a 2-parter, if not longer. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that as far as length of videos and stuff like that? Alright, so what I am gonna do, because it looks like I have this extra strip here, I love making little nail sticks like this. Shout out to Tara Stoddard, who is actually the one, I watched her videos and she did something like this, and that's what actually got me into doing that. So I'm going to make that half gold, half black one with the design, because that's going to look really cool as a nail stick to remember this mixed mani by. So let's do that. So if you are, again, a fan of subscription boxes like BoxyCharm and Ipsy, and you want to check out Color Street, as I said, in December this month they launched Color Play, which is a subscription box that has some nail strips, some of them exclusive, and sometimes they have like extra stuff in it. Like this first month there was a coupon from Casely where if you spent $30 or more you got $10 off, and then they also had an exclusive Color Street nail clipper, which I tried it out and it's actually pretty good. The grip on it is unlike any other nail clipper that I've ever tried, and that was exactly what Panda Bear had said. He was actually the first one who tried the nail clipper and he loves it. So that's the one he reaches for whenever he needs to use one. And I had used it today when I had to trim my nails on both my fingers and toes, and it worked really well. So very happy with that. I'm curious what Color Street's going to include in their January subscription box, which is called Shades of Love. So not quite sure what is in store for us. Thinking that perhaps it's going to be reds and pinks, perhaps. I don't know. What do you guys think when you think of love? Like, for me, honestly, it would be amazing if they included some sort of French manicure. Because when I think of love, I think of the language of love, and a lot of folks think of French as being the language of love. So if they included a French manicure in the box, that would be pretty awesome. I'm hoping that there's not going to be like too many heartsy, cutesy things for Shades of Love. I'm hoping it's going to be a little more of a mature box, because I think, as far as I know with Color Street, I don't know too many younger people. I mean, I myself, I'm going to be 42 next year. So I'm already 41 now as it is. And I love Color Street. And some of my friends and family who are around my age or older use Color Street. So I don't think that it's geared towards like a really young crowd, at least not in my circle. So I'm hoping that they're going to cater the subscription box to that type of audience and not make it all frilly and too cutesy for a mature audience. But that's my hope. We'll see. So I will unbox the subscription boxes here on my channel every time I get one. So you're welcome to click on the bell for notifications and come back when I do the reveal. This month, the Color Street Color Play boxes, subscription boxes, they were supposed to have shipped. So they charge your card on the 2nd of each month, and supposedly they are shipped by the 8th of each month. However, we nail enthusiasts who love Color Street had been following obsessively over when the boxes finally did ship, and they were like a day late. So, you know, not the end of the world, but also when they were shipped, it took some folks a really long time before they actually got their subscription boxes. For me, at least, I have one sent to my home, and then I have one sent to my business, my work location, because I like having the two just in case I want to do like a giveaway or something, or if I really love the box, I can keep, you know, 2 of them. I'd have 2 of them. But yeah, when they shipped, the one to my home said it was going to arrive, it shipped first. And then the one to the office said it shipped after. But I ended up getting the one, well, but then during the tracking of the shipping, it said that my office one was going to arrive on a Thursday, and my home one was going to arrive on a Saturday, which was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. That one shipped off first. But at the end of the day, when did I actually get it? I got the one at home on Wednesday, and then the one at my office location I got on a Thursday. So it did end up, you know, I got the one at home first, which I was so glad because I was actually working remotely that day, and so when it arrived, I was just like ecstatic. And so I filmed the unboxing. And so I'm hoping that the January Shades of Love box, I will also receive it, hopefully on a day where I am working at home, and I can do the unboxing for you guys right as I get it, like ASAP. Okay, so I didn't show you what this is, but every one of the Color Street nail strips, nail sets, come with a prep pad, an alcohol prep pad, and it looks like this. And so whenever I'm doing mixed manis, because my hands tend to get really oily, when I'm like halfway done, I sometimes use an alcohol prep pad on my fingers so that I can continue on and not have it have trouble sticking. So that's what I just did. Okay, so we were going to do a split strip on the pointer finger similar to the pinky. So let's do that. And I think what I want to do is I want the gold to be on this side and the black on this side. So then it's kind of like the opposite of that there. So I'm thinking that this one right here No. It's going to have to be the bigger one because, as you saw, because they have that middle strip there, it kind of throws off the sizing a little bit. So I'm going to use that one. Are you guys the type to do New Year's resolutions when the new year hits? I am typically not really that much into doing that. Whenever I want to reach a goal or something like that, I tend to just start when I want to start. So I don't really wait till the New Year's just to start a goal. But I do know that during the holidays, I eat like a ton of food. Too many calories to count. I sometimes use my Fitbit and MyFitnessPal to track my calories and stuff like that. But like, it gets a little hard to do during the holidays because there's just so much food that's being had that it's like, yeah, we're just gonna go for it and eat it and deal with the consequences later. But I know my body is feeling the extra weight from eating all of the yummy foods because I'm feeling like I need to nap more and it's really like not cool. So it's time to slow the roll, especially during this week before we do the prime rib for New Year's. I'm gonna reel back as far as what I'm eating during the week until Saturday. So that is my short-term goal for this week because, yeah, I can feel my body just like screaming at me like, why did you eat so many baked goods and all of that? Like, tasty, granted, but my body's like, no, give us some real nutrition, give us some more protein and less carbohydrates. So yeah, I am of course looking forward to having my mom's fried rice though. Her fried rice is the best fried rice by far. No restaurant can compare. Some of my friends can attest to that if they've ever had it. Yeah, the best. So I am looking forward to having fried rice. Oh man. Okay, so I just noticed that these strips here, yay, fun. So I just noticed that there aren't any more that are just like the full on. So I'm gonna have to compromise, and I can either do one like this, but then it's not going to match on the other side, or I can use this one and then my thumbs won't match. So that is a bummer, in my opinion. I'm not happy about that. I realize that that's not going to work. So what I guess I could also do, possibly, is Mickey Mouse it together so that it fits what I want it to do. Which I think that is probably what I'm going to end up doing. What I probably should have done, because you can't even see that strip right here, I probably should have cut it so that I was able to save it for this side. But it's too late now to change my mind on that. Oh, I guess what I also could do is I can make my thumb instead of matching the ring finger, is match the middle finger. And then that way I can use this. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. Because that way I can still utilize the strips I have. So I'm going to do that. Because, yeah. This is what happens when you don't properly plan and you just jump in. Oh well, it's okay. We'll make it work. Like Tim Gunn says, Project Runway, make it work. We will. We will, sir. So let's do this. Alright. It's just nails at the end of the day. So, however you do it is going to be perfect. Because that's how you chose to do it. So, here we go. Alright. Need the black strip. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're almost done. Oh, man. But back to the grind tomorrow as far as work goes. And although I am looking forward to the rain, I am not looking forward to Panda having to drive back and forth for me to be at the office each of those days with the rain. So I'll have to look at my schedule carefully and see if there could be any way that one of those days I may be able to work remotely so that he doesn't have to drive so much in the rain. Because here in California, people are just, they're crazy drivers. They are most of the time very inconsiderate and not, it's pretty scary out there actually. So I worry about Panda having to drive me back and forth with all the rain happening. Okay, so let's clean up some of this while we are waiting for that alcohol to dry off. So what I like to do is I use an orange stick or this wooden cuticle stick to kind of help push things down so that they stick better. And when you're putting these strips on, you don't want any of it to be on your skin, because if it is, then it'll have an easier time peeling off and not curing to your fingernails. And so you want to make sure that any of the strip that is on skin, you're able to kind of like just cut it off. Whether using an orange stick or using a nail file. I like using glass nail file. I am in a bunch of Facebook groups that talk about Color Street, and they like talk about nail care and all of that. And I found that that particular glass nail file works best for me. And also works great for Panda Bear. Panda Bear, I gave him one of them. So I'm going to have to buy another one of these eventually when it gets dull. But really like the glass nail file. And this tiny one here comes with a little case. So it makes it easy to just take it anywhere with you. For using. Alright, so here we go. We are going to do this. I guess that would be one thing, one suggestion I would make to Color Street, which I know Lillian Fox is another nail company that I use. Their price point is a lot lower than Color Street, but the nails themselves, it's not 100% nail polish. It's more like almost like a nail wrap or sticker kind of consistency. So those, I don't like the texture of them to have them on like for a long period of time. I much prefer, ooh, you know what? I think I might be able to cut this one down the middle. And if I do that, no, you know what? I'm committing to it. I'm committing to it. There we go. It's on. I was going to try to save it and use it on the other finger, but you know what? There's no point, because when I use this strip on my next mani, I'm just going to use all of these in different angles, or I might not even use them at all, and I might just save those strips for something else. So I'm just going to waste some of this strip, which I'm sure a lot of folks do that anyways with their Color Street sets. I'm not used to doing that, but we're going to do that here. It also saves some time, because it takes a little more effort if you're trying to save like half the strip for the other side. Whereas if you're just going to place them and tear them off, then it's a lot quicker of a process, so that this video is not going to be like an hour long, if it isn't already. Yeah, but what's cool about Color Street, because it's 100% nail polish and it is pretty easy to do. You could pretty much do them anywhere. If you're a passenger in a car on a road trip, I've done this, where I've just done my nails. Granted, not a mixed manicure like this, but just, you know, one set that's like a design. I've done it while being a passenger in a car on a road trip. So it's pretty easy, not that messy to do. Especially if you're sitting in the front passenger seat. Really easy to just do a manicure on the go. And then what's also great about these strips is when you get a chip in your nail, or if you use acrylics or anything like that, gel nails or whatever, and your manicure is growing out, you can place these strips right over your polish or whatever and just cover it up for the time being until you have enough time to go and get that fill or get the gel removed or whatever. So it's really convenient. So, and then what I also like the most is, even though it is a MLM, multi-level marketing type company, I do like that I'm able to support somebody that I know when I purchase these versus just buying them from the store. So as I mentioned, my sister-in-law Carla is a Color Street stylist, single mom of 4, and I'm glad that I'm able to fuel my nail hobby and support her small business at the same time. So I'm sure not everyone thinks that way, but I sure do. And that's another reason why sometimes I give Color Street as gifts to my friends and family, because I bought them with love in support of someone or something, and I just want to share it. I love it so much. And again, I always do this, but I want to thank my cousin Jennifer Peterson for introducing me to Color Street, because I didn't know what Color Street was until she invited me to a nail party on Facebook, and the rest is history. So, alright, so I'm going to do my thumb, the last part, which I said I was going to do just plain black. So, let's do that. We're just going to do plain black on the thumb. Now this strip here is not typically the one I use for my thumbnail. I usually use, if I'm using a full-on set, the biggest one. But because this one didn't come with that, I'm going to have to stretch it just a little bit to make sure that it's going to fit. So I'm going to place that down, pull it across just a little bit, and try to stretch it out a teensy bit. And I can already see a little bit is going to be exposed. So that's kind of a bummer, but like I said, nobody will really notice those things except me. So I'll get over it. Alright. Almost done. What I could possibly also do is put a nail decal, nail sticker over that area, which in fact I think I may just do that because you know what? I had just done my toes as well with one of the Color Street pedicure sets, Good Night, and I had put a gold butterfly decal sticker on my big toe. So you know what? That could kind of tie it in. If I did that with my thumbnail, it'll tie in the toes with the fingers, the hands. So yeah. Let me just clean up this a little bit. Make sure it's not on my cuticles. Alright. So let's take a look and see. This is what I've got so far. And I'm going to put butterflies. Butterflies, yay. So, let's put a butterfly on the thumbnail, shall we? Alright. And then, of course, I'll do my last thumb, because I'm sure those that are watching are like, you didn't do your other thumb. I know, I know. Let me just finish. Let's see here. I'm wondering, do I need to lay a little bit? Yeah. I'm going to take one of the little tiny strips and I'm going to lay it down in that corner because I just know I'm going to be bothered by that. And also this right here, I know I'm going to be bothered by that, so I'm just going to really quick doctor it up right here before I put the nail decal. And then I am going to use a clear top coat over everything once I give my nails a chance to kind of cure. So let's do this along the side here. There we go. And then pull it down. There we go. And then pull it across. So there is a noticeable line and a darker polish where I laid down where it's got two layers, but once I put the nail decal on and I put the top coat on, no one's really going to notice it except me. So I think I'm going to be fine with that. So let's put the nail sticker, hold on. Let me clean this up just a teensy bit. But yeah, speaking of butterflies, so I remember when I don't know if it was junior high or high school, but I used to love reading Fear Street by R.L. Stine. So his collection of scary stories. There was one in particular where there was a girl with a butterfly tattoo. And I remember wanting a butterfly tattoo for the longest time. Thank goodness I didn't actually get a butterfly tattoo in the end, because knowing myself now, I'm definitely not a butterfly tattoo kind of person. Although I do still love butterflies. Definitely glad I don't have a permanent butterfly on me. But I do have 2 tattoos on my wrist and one on my right shoulder right now. But I'll show you the one. This one represents Panda. It has his initials, and he wears a lot of baseball hats. So that is my panda. I got on my birthday this year, along with the tattoo on my right shoulder, in honor of Panda Bear's father. May he rest in peace. He passed away due to COVID last year. So usually during the holidays, it's been a little rough. Kind of bouts of insomnia here and there at times. Because we miss him. But funny story is that Mama Carla had said that Malika, the youngest, had told her that she had seen Grandpa sitting on the couch at home one day. Which is like, what? Like, are you for reals? But yeah, isn't that something? So don't know what that is about, but sounds really awesome and cool and scary all at once. Alright, you can see I'm struggling here because I'm trying to decide which butterfly design I like the most as far as laying down on this. Do I want to go small or do I want to go a little bigger? And I think I do want to end up going bigger. I'm thinking that maybe that one right here. This one. Like, I want it big but not too big. So I think this is going to be the one. So carefully peel that off and place that in the middle. And then get the other side. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect.